everybody, welcome back to another episode of Habits for Success. If you've been watching Level Grinding, the Daily Hustle from me, you've been seeing elements of my morning routine, and a number of you have been asking, how in the world do I get up and actually start functioning at an early hour of the day? And this is something that I credit entirely to my morning routine. Radar, let's go. Do you have a stick? Do you have a stick? Are you happy now? Yeah, that stick is bigger than you. Not gonna lie, I'm not naturally a morning person. My natural rhythm is to go to bed sometime around 2 a.m. and then wake up at 10 a.m. later. And this does not work very well with the 9-to-5 world. So I have learned how to change my wake-up times. Now this was also inspired because I married a morning person. My husband is up naturally every day at 6 a.m., which is super annoying. Well, it's not anymore because now I'm getting up earlier. First off, let's talk about what is a morning routine. A morning routine is the things that you do after you get up to get ready for your day. Now, if you're like me, before I started doing this, your morning routine just consisted of whatever you did next. Maybe you immediately jumped in the shower and then you got breakfast, then you made your bed, whatever. It was kind of helter-skelter. By deciding on what you're actually going to do as a part of your morning routine, and doing the same thing every day in the same order, you actually can start getting up earlier and start following that routine kind of on autopilot. And this allows you to start functioning even though you might not be completely awake. So what are some of the elements in my morning routine? Let's take a look. A mug of warm lemon water. Time for Bible reading, prayer, and meditation. Ideally, making my bed. Bouncing for exercise. Walking the dog. Making breakfast. And then a cup of warm coffee. Well, today it's tea, but that's because I'm out of coffee. And I should say, usually it's not warm. It's quite hot. You can hear from the start of my morning routine with my cup of lemon water and prayer that I am quite tired, and over the course of doing those things, I progressively start waking up. This is very similar to what used to happen before I had a morning routine, except it took a lot longer. I would get up at 7, be to work by 8:30, and I used to say that my startup routine meant that I would not really be functional until sometime after 10:30. And this was terrible if I had to go to like a 9 o'clock meeting or make decisions about projects that I was working on. It would just take forever for me to get going. Now that I have this morning routine, and it has elements that let me start slowly and slowly build up to getting more energy, I'm able to start faster and to become ready for my day a lot faster. How do you start your own morning routine? Well, the first thing that I recommend is start slowly. The reason for this is that you're probably still tired, and jumping into something that's going to require a lot of energy right off the bat is going to be a bad idea. So what are some ways that you can start slow? Perhaps you can start with breathing exercises. You can start by drinking a glass of water, spend some time in meditation, or even just sit quietly. Just don't fall back asleep. For me, the things that are in my start slow category are taking a glass of warm lemon water to prep my stomach for digestion, and to also spend some time reading my Bible and in prayer. The next thing that I recommend is to do something that gets you moving. Nothing super major unless you're somebody that's starting to require energy really fast, but that would be something like stretching, doing yoga, mild exercise. Maybe you're a jogger and can do that first thing in the morning. For me, I do bouncing. The reason why I like to bounce first thing in the morning is that it moves my lymphatic system. That is a system in the body that doesn't naturally have some sort of pump, like your cardiovascular has your heart, your lungs are your breathing system, your lymphatic system does not. And lymph, when you move it around, helps get your body moving, it gets your muscles primed, and it also helps eliminate toxins that have built up in your body overnight. The next thing that I recommend is prepare for your day. Preparation for your day is huge. These things can include making your bed, getting dressed, eating. Making your bed is a really good one. There's actually been studies that have been done that show that people who have made their bed every day actually experience more happiness throughout the day. I don't know why, but I have agreed with that, and so I like making my bed. I also like to eat my breakfast. And then the other thing that I recommend doing is close out your morning routine with something. Have something that tells your body that you are done with your morning routine. For me, that is enjoying my cup of coffee with breakfast. I find it interesting that I start my morning routine with a glass of lemon water and then I close it with a cup of coffee. For me, that works really well, and it's a sign, okay, I've had my coffee, I'm ready to hit the day, and that closes out my morning routine. I recommend that you write down your first version of your morning routine. And the reasons that are for this is because, number one, you are not going to get the first iteration to be the perfect one right away. And that's perfectly fine. Just get something down on paper about an order that you want to kind of try and pursue and then go from there. The other reason is that when you first wake up in the morning, you're not going to remember what the heck you decided the night before that you're actually going to do. So by having it written down and keeping it handy somewhere, you can start the process of going through this stuff and actually build it into a habit. As an example, here is my first iteration of my morning routine. Everybody has to go to the bathroom first thing in the morning. But then I wanted to stretch. Then I wanted to have my lemon water and make my bed and pray. Then I wanted to spend time journaling. Then I wanted to bounce and take a walk. Then take a shower and then breakfast. And this MIT here stands for most important task. This order did not work very well. I, in short order, figured out that I had to change things. Stretching first thing in the morning without drinking a glass of water just was a bad idea. And then I'm not cognizant enough first thing in the morning to actually journal. I'm really, really tired. So that doesn't work very well for me. But this is the first iteration of my morning routine, and you've already seen what my current iteration is. And so far, that particular version seems to be working really well. When you have a functioning morning routine in place, it enables you to get up early, and even when you have to get up even earlier than normal. Because you have this morning routine, it helps wake you up, it helps get you grounded for the day, and it helps you move forward. So if you have to get up even earlier than normal, just back your wake-up time and still go through the same morning routine. It is now the end of my morning routine. I'm taking the dog out for a quick walk before getting started for my day. Truly, a morning routine has changed the way that I get up in the morning and get going, and I cannot recommend it enough. I hope that this video will give you enough of a start just so that you can get your morning routine going and get started with your day a whole lot earlier. If you have questions or comments that you want to make, please leave them in the video below. If you find this video helpful, give me a like and share this message with anybody that you think might need it. And if you're not subscribed to my channel and you're watching this video, please subscribe. I talk about how to build your own life to achieve the vision that you want, and I give you the tips and tools that I use every single day to get there. I will see you again next week on another video for Habits for Success. Ciao!